What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the boxing clinics. Enter the LDBC one time for the one time afternoon grind officially. Broner, Mikey Garcia press conference, just did a reaction video to that. It was pretty dope. Could have been a little bit more eventful, but it was dope. And let's talk about Luke Campbell fighting Jorge Linares. A couple weeks ago, Jorge Linares looked like he wasn't going to fight him. Looked like it was a mutual interest to fight Luke Campbell. Then he was like, then the Mikey Garcia talk started coming. Then he thought about some other stuff. Then he was ordered, I think, by the WBA. Might be wrong there. For him to fight Luke Campbell. When it like he didn't want to, was going to do something different, do something bigger. Then he took the fight. It makes sense, both of these, Jorge Linares is based in the UK. So is, he based in London. So is Luke Campbell. Eddie Hearns, head of Matchroom Promotions, called Luke Campbell the most accomplished amateur in UK history. Won a gold medal back in 2012 London Games. Won a gold medal in his hometown, as a bantamweight. This dude is a big lightweight in my opinion. 5'9", 71-inch reach. Jorge Linares is 5'8", 69-inch reach. And Luke Campbell is, 17-1, 14 knockouts. Yavana Mendy, he lost to him. I think that's his guy's name. The dude had 4 losses. He beat Luke Campbell. I think he might have dropped him. I didn't see the whole fight. Might have dropped him, but he had a hiccup versus him like 6-7 fights, a few fights ago, maybe 6 fights ago. I'm not sure. But the guy actually had lost to Victor Postal to a unanimous decision. So he had been tested. And to that point, Luke Campbell hadn't been tested. He's gone and be Argenis Mendez, guy who Robert Easter Jr. knocked out. Gary Sykes, Jerry Matthews. So he's been stepping it up, little bit by little bit. And it's his time to shine. They feel it's the right. You're fighting a guy who's been knocked out 3 times with Jorge Linares. Luke Campbell has 14 knockouts. Seemed to have some pop in his hands. Seemed to be a good body puncher as well. And we know Jorge Linares' face cut up like a cheap hot and ready pizza from Little Caesars. And Luke Campbell, this is a great opportunity. That's why they putting him in there. Perfect matchmaking. Somehow he finessed his way into getting a fight with the guy at lightweight, even though I don't recognize Jorge Linares as the best lightweight. But this is definitely a legit fight for Jorge Linares, in my opinion. It's definitely a legit fight. Luke Campbell has the pedigree, has the pop, has the power, has the size, has everything. And hopefully it all comes together. He peaks out and he can beat the shit out of Jorge Linares. I can stop hearing about him. But Linares got some skills, quick hands. I seen him in the gym working on some defense. Been stopped 3 times. Already got stopped by Pacquiao in the gym. I don't think he's better than any champions besides Terry Flanagan. But if Luke Campbell is somehow about to pull off this upset, which I think it would be an upset, him and Terry Flanagan would be a good fight. If Terry Flanagan can ever get healthy and fight Felix Verdejo, and then him and Felix Verdejo could be a good fight. I don't see the winner of this fight. Well, if Jorge Linares wins this fight, I think he wants to fight a bigger name like Flanagan or, Easter or Mikey Garcia, whatever. Because, it's going down in L.A., by the way. Los Angeles, HBO After Dark, September 23rd. L.A. got some dope fights coming up from what I'm hearing, potentially. With David Benavidez and Anthony Dirrell fighting for the vacant WBC title that Badou Jack left behind. Abner Mars, Leo Santa Cruz, too, might go down there. So, L.A. is going to be on fire. And it's going to be on HBO After Dark. I'm not sure it's the main event, though. But, Luke Campbell, I think they're going to, try to match him with Flanagan. Verdejo winner somewhere down the line. Might get a couple defenses if he beats Linares. And, they might take on from there. I think Robertson Jr. potentially could leave 140, and so could Mikey Garcia after this Broner fight. And then the world is whoever wins this fight. Jorge Linares, he's a 3-time world champion. Not impressed because he's never was the guy except for now, and somehow he's the guy lightweight, but I don't identify him as the best lightweight. I don't care what anybody says. I feel Easter Jr. would chop suey. I think Mikey Garcia for sure chop suey him. If Lomachenko ever comes down up, he'll chop suey him. I think he could beat for Terry Flanagan, but I'm not even sure, if he beats a ready Felix Verdejo, if he ever puts it all together. So, Luke Campbell has a hell of an opportunity here to beat the guy at lightweight. Jorge Linares is the WBC Diamond Champion, so he's the mandatory, from what I understand it, to Mikey Garcia belt. So if Mikey Garcia, doesn't come back down to 135, he'll be upgraded to the, whoever wins this fight will be upgraded to the real WBC champion, WBA champion, ring belt, lightweight champion. So Luke Campbell has a hell of an opportunity. And, a lot of people question, like, why would they throw him in here now? You know, if some people that question that, because, you know, if he beats Jorge Linares, he is the number 1 lightweight in the world, and that makes sense. You know, a guy who's been knocked out 3 times, face chops up, gets knocked out pretty often. Luke Campbell can punch. He got the amateur pedigree. He's been on the uprise, got a little winning streak going. It totally makes 100% sense. 100% sense. Kind of funny to say. And, you know, it's hopefully it's his time, you know, for his sake. You know, I don't know who I'm riding with. I got to break down some more tape of Luke Campbell. Seems like he a good body puncher, good head puncher. Big guy, big kid, man. And maybe it's his time to grind, time to shine. I'm pretty sure, you know, Jorge Linares got something to say about that. He been in the gym grinding. September 23rd in LA. You know, let's get it popping. We gone.